Thank you, Eitan. And indeed, I'm very happy to have with me today Dima Tatur, VP Cybersecurity Solutions at Commit. Thank you, Dima, for joining us today at Checkpoint headquarters.
Thank you, Mor, and great to be here.
So before we dive into Zero Trust case studies, can you just tell us a bit more about Commit?
Commit is a global powerhouse that provided IT services from the developing from the one hand to the cloud, the cyber, networking, data platform, IoT, and traditional embedded and traditional ICT on the other hand.
In terms of what kind of organizations you serve?
Yeah, we have different aspect organization. It can be startups in the enterprise company from the one side, and it also can be defense sector and the BFSI company in the other side.
How about what you do in terms of cybersecurity at Commit? Can you tell us a bit more about that?
In the cybersecurity, we work in the main 7 pillars. Okay, we work in the networking security and IT security and OT security, cloud security, GRC services and MSSP services. Okay, I think that we cover entire offensive security services that we provide to our customers. We serve more 500 customers in the last 7 years, and performed around 1,000 of the projects around the world.
Okay, so it sounds like a lot of different kinds of organizations, startups, defense, BFSI. Now, before we dive into Zero Trust case studies, examples, you did mention that Zero Trust is really a field that has developed over time, especially with these emerging environments, cloud, embedded systems. Can you maybe talk a bit about how you've seen this field evolve?
Yes, we're famous with the Zero Trust more and more in the last couple of years as a result of the Corona. And the workers must work from the home. And we understand the good advantage of the Zero Trust solution. But now I want to speak a bit more about the different cases. More and more they use the LCC developer services. What mean the LCC? LCC is the low-cost countries. Okay, it can be a Latin American country, and it can be a post-Soviet Union countries. And in this country, we have more and more the subcontractors that provide the development services. Today, it can be for you as a subcontractor, and tomorrow it can be the other company. What it means? It means that they work with their own devices, yeah. BYOD. Yeah. And they must to connect to your environments with these devices. And in this case, you need to provide them and you the capability to restrict and understand and record and audit everything that these developers, the subcontractors from the LCC countries do in your environment, okay? Because you located under significant regulation, right. Okay? And you have the responsibility and liability to your customers, okay? And in part of this liability, you connect and you join the third-party subcontractors to provide these developer services.
So you touched here on quite a few components. You have, third-party, DevOps, engineers with no vetting by HR. These are not people under your payroll, and they need, possibly sometimes clientless access because they don't have, IT managed or corporate issue devices. And you're saying that they're really connecting into really sensitive environments, the very core of your network or not network, your core code and systems. So maybe if we can get into a few examples of deployments that you have at Commit, with ZTNA.
Yeah, I give you two very interesting examples. One of them is the energy company, okay, that producing more than 1,000 megawatt of power of electricity, and serve more than 2 million people. Okay, this is the EMEA-based company. One of the requirements of this company is provide the third-party engineers the capability to safety connect to the environments, to the power plant, and manage and update and support the controllers of distribution control system and the turbine control system. This is the system that serves the power plant. These engineers today serve your power plant, and tomorrow them serve the other power plant. This is the reason why, and then work with their devices. And this is the reason why you need to completely control and restrict the capability to do something in the environments. You need to record them. You need to provide them per need credentials. You need to allow them to do only the specific operation and avoid from them to copy the information from the environments and insert uncontrolled information to the environments.
So it sounds like a lot of responsibility, critical infrastructure, remote access by, again, subcontractors, and then obviously there must be some regulations involved since it's national critical infrastructure. So very, very interesting case study. How about, you mentioned another pretty cool e-wallet company?
Yes, this is the very cool company that developed the solution for the money transfer between the peoples, okay? With move close connection between the phone and use the BLE protocol. This is also EMEA company, startup company, developed the mobile e-wallet. But all the developer services of this company based on LCC countries. Okay, yeah. And as part of this concept of developing, them require that this is developers will capable to connect to the production environments in the cloud. This is the cloud-based company. Okay, the product is the cloud-based. The production environments and as well as the developers environments. Okay, as a result, in that they may manage the amount of the PII data in the production, in the financial data in the production. Okay, them located under very significant regulation. This is the banking and the finance regulation.
PCI DSS, SOC 2.
Yes, yes.
GDPR.
PCI, SOC 2, GDPR. As a result of this regulation, they must to provide to these developers the very drill down restriction policy, okay? And to completely control what they do. It's completely control, I mean the control what kind of the SQL query them do to the database environments. Yeah. In this case, the Zero Trust is the solution that provide us this capability. Okay, they provide us the capability to provide the privileged access management, okay, and the restriction policy, and they restrict the kind of the command that they run, record them, and the audit trail of entire their activity in the environments.
So again, sounds very complex. Financial assets, you have cash, you have cloud environments, third-party contractors, with not having any, managed devices that you can monitor in a regular way. That's why really where ZTNA comes in handy. So maybe before we wrap up, somebody's now just, looking to get started with a Zero Trust project, maybe in the cloud, maybe not. What kind of insights can you offer to make their journey easier and avoid maybe some of the mistakes you made? Okay,
first of all, I want to recommend to build the design of the architecture. Okay, the design, it means that you understand all the requirements, what your subcontractors or what your workers to need. They build the silos of the environments in the access for split the restriction and split the policy per the silo. Okay, the group of your workers or your developers that need to access. In the other hand, we need to build the restriction policy groups that provide the capability to control every asset that we need to control.
Okay, so you're saying divide permissions into groups, which group can do what, maybe then define the granular permissions, anything else?
Yeah, as well as it's good to understand what kind of the connection we provide them. Clientless connection or with client connection, because for example, for the third-party developers, for the LCC country, in the most of the cases, we prefer to provide them the clientless connection. Okay, we want to be in the situation that we not need to install the clients on their devices, okay, and to be very agnostic to their developed environments.
Okay, awesome. A lot of wealth of information here. Thanks again very much for joining us today, Dima. And I'll now hand it back to you, Peter.